tonight on Evening. Can't make it to the Paris Olympics? Experience France right here at home. You can drink, eat, and experience French culture right here in Western Washington. Très magnifique.
Cheers.
It's a special edition of Evening, Paris and Puget Sound.
Bonjour, and welcome to a very European-looking corner of Capitol Hill. I'm St. Brian, along with Kim Holcomb.
And this is The French Guys. It is a bakery that lives up to its name. It was founded by French transplants Thibault and Renaud and features a wide range of delectable pastries from regions around France.
There are actually more than 4,000 French citizens living in Washington State, and Seattle is home to 4 French-American schools.
Well, since we are all about celebrating the Northwest, I think we should kick things off with the quintessential French celebration gesture, a champagne toast.
Yeah, there are sparkling wines, and then there's the real champagne, which is only produced in France's Champagne region.
Yeah.
But in Tacoma, as well as in Seattle, there are places where you can get champagne by the glass.
At the Powder Room Champagne Bar in Tacoma, every bottle of bubbly promises to light up the room.
Bottles come out with sparklers on them because every bottle should be celebrated. Obviously, you're about to have a good time.
Best friends and entrepreneurs Cameron Gilmore and Kia Smith have a lot in common.
We drink bubbles and we like
pretty things.
Yeah.
So they brought Instagram-worthy glam to the heart of Grit City.
We travel a lot and we love to find amazing spots everywhere we go, and we'd come back to Tacoma and we're like, where do the girls go?
And then we talked about it one day and we were open 29 days later.
A live DJ performs during weekend brunch, where tableside mimosas are served from a rolling cart. In a busy kitchen, chefs prepare 7 different meals, including smoked salmon avocado toast. While behind the bar, espresso drinks made with tequila, vodka, and rum are prepared and served in flights.
We have a great craft cocktail menu. I mean, you can get anything here, but we are bubble forward, I would say.
That explains the chambongs, champagne served in fun glasses. Where do the girls go in Tacoma? This seems to be the place. The Powder Room is an experience designed to be shared with your very best friends. For a more cozy and quiet celebration, consider the Coupe and Flute on Seattle's Beacon Hill.
Great price point, down-to-earth folks that make you feel comfortable and allow you to explore and taste and discover what you like.
Owners Brooke and Kurt are lifelong learners who like sharing their discoveries by the glass. They also offer a full menu of savory and sweet plates. With every bottle they uncork, they're realizing a dream, years in the making, creating a welcoming and unpretentious space where champagne is as easily accessible as any wine.
But still, at the end of the day, just be able to enjoy the wine. And because that's really all that matters, is finding something that you love and that you want to enjoy. And that's the base of it.
Now, if you live on the east side, you'll want to check out Pop Culture in Kirkland. Former school guidance counselor and longtime champagne fan Carolyn Holt opened the bar to share her love of bubbles. You can try more than a dozen champagne options by the glass and fill up on pop culture-inspired snacks like Figgy Smalls and Don't Have a Cow. Which is funny because that's what I'm always telling you, Kim. Don't have a cow.
Mon Dieu. Is that right?
Very good. Yes.
Saint is the one between us who speaks French.
Un peu.
Un peu. So in France, a bakery is a boulangerie.
Yes.
And then a pastry shop is a patisserie.
Yes.
It's sort of probably bad pronunciation.
Yes.
There is a wonderful patisserie in West Seattle worth checking out, though. It is the only one of its kind in the entire country.
Crispy on the outside, soft and airy inside. These are the desserts Chef Jacques Noir grew up eating.
I was born in France, south of France, Marseille, and I moved to Seattle like 13 years ago.
Seattle Seattleites may not know how to pronounce it at first, but one bite is usually all it takes to become a fan of choux. A pastry dough with no chemical raising agent, dating back to the 1500s.
Choux technically means cabbage. It looks like cabbage. It has ridges when it's cooked.
They're ideal for filling with sweet creams, creating cream puffs, eclairs, and other delicacies. And Pantarelli is the only choux pastry dedicated patisserie in all of America, which explains repeat customers like Nicole.
Here we are.
Second time today.
Second time today, within the past hour, I would say. The pâté choux has a really good texture, and the fillings are so creamy. Like, you can tell it's made fresh and from scratch. And for me, that's quality I'll pay for. Yeah.
Jacques and his crew bake small batches throughout the day, filled and topped with classics like chocolate, vanilla, and pistachio. But this chef also likes to experiment, folding in flavors like white chocolate and passion fruit. He also invented a crossover pastry you have to taste to believe.
Croissant and choux, it's combination.
The world's first choux croissant.
Yes, croissant, yes.
Croissant.
Yeah. I'll take this one and you...
Right. Oh my gosh.
A lot of times I see people close their eyes and like they're savoring, or they keep eating and looking at their food. So it's a reflection of happiness. It's like a mirror. Like when you see people happy and when you provide something for them, it's kind of get back to you.
An authentic Parisian experience in the heart of the Alaska Junction. So get one of everything. Choux deserve it.
All right, Kim. Choux do have a way with words.
Both of us now guilty of the worst pun probably in history. Our apologies, but I do highly recommend going to Pantarelli and trying the choux. And one thing that's worth noting, it's not overly sweet. Jacques said that he uses about 50% of the amount of sugar you would find in a typical pastry. So I say it's essentially health food. And they are open Tuesday through Sunday from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Now, France is also known for making products that appeal to our sense of smell. For instance, their excellent perfume. And there's a shop in Seattle's Pacific Place that allows you to customize your own. It's run by Molly Ray, who studied the craft in France. Smell and mix what you like, then name your blend. You can also make a scent for the person you love, or reserve them a spot in a workshop so they can mix their own.
Mon Dieu, Paris has gone to the dogs, but in a good way, where you can find this French-inspired dog park. Plus,
Cheers.
learn how to make authentic crepes from an expert in Seattle. Local stories make a difference. With the power to enrich lives, strengthen communities, and make us smile. Evening is made possible by Primera Blue Cross. Primera Blue Cross, always in your corner.
Welcome back to our special episode, Paris in Puget Sound, because even if you can't make it to the Olympics, there's still lots of ways for us to experience French culture right here at home.
That's right, and the experiences aren't just for humans. We found the Barc de Triomphe at French Lake Off-Leash Dog Park in Federal Way. A local Girl Scout built it, along with the Macron Maze Agility Course. Très bien.
Excellent accent.
Thank you. As we mentioned, thousands of French citizens live here, and one of them came here to the Northwest from France's Northwest, the region of Brittany.
And that region is really well known for crepes. So this woman, Emma Ledoux, is teaching Seattleites how to make them authentically.
This dreamy pathway in Ballard leads to the pantry, an intimate culinary school where Emma Ledoux bridges her present with her past, growing up in France's Brittany region.
There is a lot of similarities between the Northwest and Brittany. There is something about an absolutely stunning landscape that is still lightly touched. There is something about the simple, beautiful things of nature, of life, that I think both of these cultures really nurture.
Emma takes small groups on tours there, and she brings Brittany to Seattle by teaching people how to make its most famous cuisine.
Crepes is almost a culture in Brittany. If you go to Brittany, about half of the restaurants will be creperies.
On this day, I'm her student.
We are gonna do the batter for the savory crepes.
Traditionally called a galette, it's made with buckwheat flour and topped with ham, cheese, and eggs.
Le complet.
La complète, like the complete.
Oh, les complètes.
Yes.
Doing great.
I'm using my hands because my mom used her hands and because my grandmother used her hands. You know, at 4 years old, every Friday lunchtime, we would have crepes and galettes.
So this is deeply meaningful,
Oh,
what
it
you're
is.
teaching.
It is. How about if you try? Here we go. Nice. Very nice. You've got it.
When bubbles appear, it's time to cook.
All of it.
I don't know if that's even an actual shape that has a name.
No. This is actually really good.
It did taste good, comforting, and delicious in its simplicity. Emma teaches sweet versions too, like flambéed crepe Suzette. Each dish is a love letter to her homeland and a promise to the place she now calls home.
A little cheesy, but my mission here now is to make the Pacific Northwest the best second place to have a beautiful crepe.
Cheers. Okay, clearly I did a far better job at eating the crepe than I did at making it.
I noticed that.
Yeah, but Emma really is an excellent instructor. So if you're interested in taking one of her classes or maybe going on one of her tours to Brittany, we have all of those links on our website, king5evening.com.
You know, July 14th is a national holiday in France. Bastille Day celebrates the start of the French Revolution and the end to oppressive monarchies.
And it is celebrated every year at a longtime restaurant in Pike Place Market.
We are on the patio at Café Campagna. 20-something years, we've celebrated Bastille Day in the cafe and in the alley. I love this place. It's been here since the summer of '94. We're actually celebrating our 30th anniversary. It's a traditional French cafe brasserie. We serve lots of classic food. I travel to France as much as I can just to keep in contact with the source of our inspiration, to keep things fresh and make sure we're delivering an authentic French experience with the little Northwest, flex. Sometimes they say, wow, this is better than I had in Paris, which of course, we find hugely flattering. We also have French folks that come and they give us the pas mal, which is, not bad, it was pretty generous. We're committed to delivering that great experience, and I think people are really, really enjoying it.
Okay, and there's another French restaurant that we want to highlight because it serves the Parisian version of fast food.
Yeah, it is an ooey gooey snack that is largely unknown here in America, but you can get it on Capitol Hill.
When you say French food, they think it's gonna be a fancy food.
But this is French street food. Tortillas filled with proteins, French fries, and cheese sauce. Pressed to perfection in a compact square. Known as French tacos, they're the specialty at Brick and Cheese.
It's not a Mexican restaurant. It's just the name is French tacos. We didn't choose it. It was back in the day, then they made the tacos. We have to follow it.
Sammy El Jabri and Tito Pettit know the name is misleading in most other parts of the world. But French tacos were invented sometime in the past 15 years near the city of Lyon. Now they're the most popular fast food in France.
Every corner.
Every corner. Every street they have. Every restaurant, every fast food they have it.
And all the teenagers likes it because it's very convenient, it's easy to eat, and it's junk food, so they like it.
It convinced these childhood friends that people abroad would love French tacos too. This ghost kitchen in Seattle is their first location in America. There's no seating, everything is made to go. Customers can use delivery platforms like DoorDash or stop by a kiosk and put in an order for pickup.
They're perfectly tempered. They have all the ingredients just taste really fresh and they meld really well together.
Despite being fast food, the ingredients are made with care. The chicken is seasoned and grilled daily. The caramelized onions are scratch-made. And the most critical ingredient of all, the French cheese sauce, is prepared with fresh grated Gruyere. Some customers have ordered tacos without cheese. That's a mistake.
It's in the name, so you don't eat brick and you eat brick and cheese. You know?
It's best to go all in with this decadently delicious fast food, transporting you to the streets of Paris in ways you've likely never imagined.
I like it. So beautiful.
Okay, so that is not health food. That's the impression I get.
It's not health food, but I am telling you, it is so delicious, but you do not need a whole one by yourself. It's very shareable because it is so filling, and Brick and Cheese is open daily from 4 p.m. to late, like midnight and after.
Oh, great.
So it's a, late night snack when sometimes you just need to reward yourself for whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
It's the only French wine bar of its kind in America, and you'll find it in South Park. Plus, we'll meet a French-trained chef making mind-blowing desserts.
The baked goods here at the French Guys are très formidables. Welcome back to our show as we celebrate Paris in Puget Sound.
We should add too, they just started serving desserts here, so plenty of reasons to come. Desserts in France really set themselves apart from other countries. Yeah. And there is a French-trained dessert chef here in Seattle who is really pushing the boundaries of what we think sweets should be.
I'm almost done with pineapple. You can follow me with jelly, yeah?
The moments before service are peak stress, but Chef Jess Wang lives for it.
I love what I do. I love what I do.
Her small business, Hedonism, puts dessert first. It's the main event of her pop-ups, fine dining omakase tastings.
Omakase means that you really trust the chef. I do use some weird ingredients. That I will be really honest about that.
This 7-course menu features the one-of-a-kind creations she's known for. Savory desserts with unexpected ingredients, like a sugar mold filled with beet compote served with arugula.
If you kind of think about it, like you cut the top of a beetroot and flip it upside down, that's what it's kind of supposed to look like.
Jess makes contradictions taste great. Maybe it's because she is one, a French-trained pastry chef who doesn't eat sweets.
I don't have a sweet tooth. I've never had a sweet tooth.
But that helps her create alchemy with ingredients like heirloom tomatoes, black garlic, and bone marrow. Flavor and balance guide every recipe in both her plated desserts,
tapping out the air bubbles,
and her handmade bonbons.
This one over here is porcini mushroom. Who thinks of a porcini mushroom in a bonbon, right? Well, I do, or wasabi in a bonbon. That one's fantastic, by the way.
Her boxes sell out immediately, and while she'd love to make more, she only has 2 hands. Jess makes every shiny, delicate, perfectly shaped confection herself.
I am so appreciative of the fact that I am able to follow my dreams.
Whether it's in a chocolate or on a plate, Jess is challenging preconceptions and opening minds, one decadent taste at a time.
It isn't just about indulging, but it's really just about happiness and live life without any regrets. As corny as it is, that's really what I strive to do in everything I create. Really, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
So Jess is doing more pop-ups this month, and we have all of the information linked on our website.
Still to come, we'll head to the south of France by way of South Park.
Welcome back to our special episode, Paris in Puget Sound, as we gear up for the Olympics. Now we're going to head to the south of France by way of Seattle's South Park neighborhood.
Yeah, that is where you will find Princess and Bear Wines. It is the only place in America where you can try small batch organic wines from this specific region of France. The owners are longtime Seattleites who retired and moved to France, and they hand select every bottle themselves. They hope to demystify wine tasting in the casual, non-pretentious space. You can choose between reds, whites, and rosés, and reservations are available online.
We hope we've given you some new reasons to be a Francophile in Western Washington, and remember the Paris Olympics are right around the corner.
And you can catch all the big events right here on King 5. Chris Egan will be in the City of Light with exclusive stories about local athletes. Evening will be preempted during the games, so Paul Sylvie and Jessica Janner Castro can bring you the Olympic Zone every night of the Olympics. It all kicks off Thursday, July 25th.
Our thanks to the French guys for having us, and our thanks to you for joining us. Viva la France!
Yes,
I know this is yours.
Thank you.
This is mine.